Hey guys, it's Faye with Lost and Wandering. I figured while I was making another video already today, I might as well just basically apologize with more videos. So I thought I would do kind of a haul of what the things that I've accumulated, in the time that I've been missing from YouTube. So I thought I would start with, this. This is my new Athame. It is black obsidian, and I'm gonna just read a little bit about this item because I got it from Etsy, and she was much more eloquent about it than I am. It says gorgeous black obsidian athame with incredible gold sheen, which you can see. I don't know if you can see that. Throughout, now even larger than my last batch. Measures 8.5 inches long by 1.5 inches wide. First came across this at a gem show. Was excited when I stumbled upon them. Not only was it a gorgeous athame, but it was obsidian too, the perfect magical tool. Immediately I noticed the hand-carved Mayan style handle. Upon closer inspection, I stepped under a light and the gold sheen beamed from within. I have since become friends with a stone carver who graciously offers them to me for my shop. Okay, so it says that athame supposedly represents the element of fire, and it's one of the 4 main tools used in Wicca. Says as far as obsidian goes, it's considered one of the most important spiritual teachers and is often referred to as the stone of truth. Carrying or wearing black obsidian assists in dispersing negativity around the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. Place black obsidian in a home, office, or sacred space to remove any unwanted energies and keep the area free of negativity. It will vibrate calmness and security and stabilize the energies of all persons within reach. Her shop is called GreyVervain, and it's one word. So if you guys are interested in getting one as well, she gets them periodically every now and then, and I just got the last one a couple months ago, so she should have a new batch up soon, or already by now, surely. But the reason that I needed a new athame was because my old one I got at a Celtic festival, and it was really more for skinning animals, and I don't use it that way. It was kind of lost on me, so I gave it to I cleansed it and I gave it to a family member who does hunt and stuff like that. So I replaced it with this. Since defining my path as a wild witch and understanding what that entails and everything like that, and learning how in tune with nature I really am kind of becoming, and my need and like what I feel like I needed, I felt like I needed an athame made out of stone. I thought, it will be blunt, and it's not quite. This is kind of sharp, and so that's kind of a little bit dangerous, but for the most part, it's I'm not going to cut my finger on the edge of this athame. It's black handled because it's black in general, and so I just decided that I wanted something natural. So I saw that she had, that GreyVervain had one of them, and I had it saved to my Etsy favorites. And when I finally had the money for it, I went back and it was sold, and so I went to the shop and she had several, and she had one left, and so I jumped on it and I got my athame, and I'm so excited, and I use it I love it. There's the energy of this is just so beautiful and wonderful for me. Alright, so moving on, I think I'll do this. Okay, so I went to Walmart and I got some votive candles for Mary and Jesus. Now, I'm not a Christian, but I really like the energies that they, that I associate with them. Oh. And this one is perfumed and it smells really nice. But I figure, at the very least, my matron goddess is a goddess of death and destruction. So I figured I could use a little bit of the opposite for balance. I guess, that's kind of my Libra coming out. I just kind of wanted the balance of love and creativity and sacrifice and destroying and self-indulgence and whatever. So at least that's how I kind of view it. And then, I mean, my patron isn't necessarily very negative, but he's not very loving either. He's kind of a mediator. But I really like the mythology and what they represent as archetypes. So I put them on my main altar as my representations of love and hippie love and whatever, because Jesus would be a hippie. He wore sandals, you know. Then I went to my my boyfriend's mother's house, and she gave me this palmistry statue or whatever, and I had it prominently like displayed on my main altar. I personally see it as a representation of my Romani heritage, and I'd really like, just because that's what I associate, and I think that's what most people associate with Romani heritage, as far as magic goes, that they read palms, they read tarot cards, they read palms, they scry, they do crystal balls, they do things like that. So and palmistry is something that I really wanted to get into, and I do know a little bit about it, not enough to like make a living off of it, but I do know more than your average layman, and it's been a reoccurring theme in my spiritual practice, regardless of whether or not I was aware of it. So I really, really like this. I like to have it here. She had two. Her father bought her an extra one, and this one was broken, and she fixed it, and I'm totally fine with that. I don't really mind that it's broken. It looks fine to me, and quite frankly, I think it kind of adds character, and she said the same. So yep, so this features prominently on my main altar. So on that Walmart trip, I also came across this. It's an incense burner, but it there was something about it that like really appealed to me, and I wasn't sure what exactly it was. So I just went ahead and bought it. I thought, I mean, it kind of looks gargoyle-y to me, and I figured, oh, it's kind of like a protector. It would be nice to have it on my altar, and it would be nice to have like something kind of interesting, other than like my typical plate where I burn my cone incense. It's actually turning out not to be a very efficient way to burn incense, but when I do get it in here and it does kind of burn, it does have a really cool effect. But it's kind of difficult considering that you have to like balance the cone like in here, and this one just won't burn. So I'm essentially wasting incense also using it. I guess I could flatten the bottom and see. I don't know, maybe put some sand in there or something to hold it. But between the trying to get it to burn and trying to get it to stand, see, it just falls over. But yeah, I mean, just kind of have a cool effect. But when I brought it home, Nick actually made a kind of a cool comment. He said that it reminded him of Orochi, which is a Shinto dragon, and it does kind of look, to me anyways, it kind of looks Asiatic, but it also looks kind of gargoyle-y, and I really like the way it looks. And I'm not Japanese or part Japanese at all, but I do have some Chinese ancestry, like way back there. So I mean, it wouldn't hurt to have something. And the Chinese and Japanese cultures very much incorporate dragons in their culture. So I figure, why not that this will be like a representation of my Chinese ancestry as well. I also got this picture frame at Walmart. Since I do have some Middle Eastern ancestry, I picked this one specifically. I really like the way that it looks. I'm going to paint the glass in here black, and I'm going to use it as my scrying mirror. So that's that. Last but not least, probably the most exciting part, is this tarot deck that Nick's mother gave me. So she, the cool thing about this is that the artist that did it, she is a psychic, and actually Anna, Nick's mom, she actually had a painting of her aura made and a reading done by this woman, and she bought these tarot cards that she did the art for. And maybe if Anna is okay with it, I will show you guys the painting, because it's actually quite beautiful. I'd really love to meet her. I don't know if she's based in Austin. I don't know if she's from Austin. I don't know what the deal is as far as that goes, but I do know that she does come here every now and then. I think for like some artsy kind of festivals that Nick's mother attends. But I just kind of wanted to show you the deck, and I will do a review of this deck in a separate video, so I won't get too far into depth with it, but I did want to kind of show you this thing that I thought was really cool. So it's called the Goddess, the Mythical Goddess Tarot, and so the major arcana are all very different, and I just kind of wanted to do a quick showing of what they are, so that you kind of got like an idea. So this is Uzme the Fool, Pele the Purifier, which I think that this is the devil replacement. Lakshmi is the Wheel of Fortune. The Crow Woman is the Sacred Law. Yamaya is Oracle. I don't know what this replaced. White Buffalo Calf Woman, Sacred Fire. I don't know what this replaced. Shakti, Ecstatic Union. I think that this is a replacement for the Lovers. Lilith is the Power card. Sophia, the Wise Woman. Athena, the Chariot. Aditi, the Great Void. Mother Mary is Sacrifice. The Palladian Star Goddess is the Star. Mary Magdalene is Initiation. Morgane Le Fay is the Sorceress. Ixchel is the Moon. Kali is Death. Bridget is Alchemy. Amaterasu is the Sun. Gaia is the World. Isis is a High Priestess, and Kuan Yin is the Empress. So I think that like somewhere along the lines they took out all the male associated tarot cards and replaced them with female goddesses and changed the names. Another thing to note is that in the that I thought was interesting is that instead of King, Queen, and Jack or whatever, you know what I mean, like that those ones, or a Knight, I guess. Instead of King, Queen, and Knight, it is Child, Mother, and Crone. So I feel like this is very, very much more geared towards pagans, and I thought that that was really cool. Another thing that's also really cool is that instead of your typical regular suits of pentacles, wands, cups, and swords, they just kind of skip the association and go right towards the to the elements that they're associated with. There's earth, wind, fire, and seas. And they're all really cool. I think I'll do another video where I show you all the cards and kind of give you the lowdown on like my experiences with them. But I just kind of wanted to show you this tarot deck because it's really, really cool, and I'm having a lot of fun learning its personalities, learning its nuances, and I have kind of a cool story to go along with it. So when Nick's mom handed it to me, she was just showing Nick and I the deck. She had not even opened the deck. I don't even remember what like what the first half of the conversation was, because I think she was mostly talking to Nick at the time, and then he showed me, because he knows that I'm interested in that. And I was looking through it, and so I picked it up, and this was still in the plastic, and so was everything else. And I was like, is it okay if I open the deck? Is that okay? Because I know some people are very particular about the energies that they want to interact with their tools or whatever. So I asked if it was okay for me to open the deck, and she said that sure, that's fine. So I was looking through it, and I was just blown away by the artwork and the what every card represents, because on top of it, it's almost kind of like an oracle deck meets a tarot deck, because it has like it has like a definition for what it is. So here it says nurturance, and this is the 8 of earth, essentially. So I just really loved the way that it was done. I was really blown away. I thought it was a very creative way to do a tarot deck, and especially since it was mostly just goddesses. I found it really interesting that I was so drawn towards this deck. And honestly, it really kind of picked me. So I went to go give it back, and Nick's mom was like, you know what, why don't you keep it, because I've had it for months and I haven't touched it, and you're opening it and you're looking at it and you obviously know a little bit about tarot, and I honestly think that it was meant for you. You're the one who opened it, you're the one who's been looking through it, and I honestly feel like it was meant for you. So this deck really kind of picked me. Sorry about that. Nick made plans to go out with one of his friends, and I apparently had to go for some apparent reason, so I had to stop the video, and now I'm picking it back up. But really, that's basically all I had to say. You can expect a review on this tarot deck with a more in-depth description and my experiences and, you know, shit like that at a later date. But that's really all I've got to share with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I don't know what else to say. I'm going to try and knock out a couple more videos, or just filming the videos for the YouTube Pagan Challenge, and just kind of get them out of the way, and I'll edit them tomorrow and probably post them all tomorrow. So, thank you so much. I love you guys. Keep on wandering. Bye.